welcome back. My name's Lori, for those of you that don't know. And no, don't adjust the color. That is really the color of my hair. I filmed this, so if you want to see how I got this color, then watch my previous video and I will link that down below. But for today, if you watched my haul video, I said that I wanted to do a one brand full face. So today we are doing Wet n Wild. We have the brushes and all the makeup. So let's do something with this face. I have washed and toned and moisturized my face. I haven't primed. I am using the Coverall Wet n Wild primer. The #1 ingredient in it is water. And we are going to use the Cushion foundation. I know this has been out for a while. I've never used a Cushion foundation, so I'm curious. The only thing that I'm using that is not Wet n Wild is my Real Technique sponge. I do have this brush that I thought maybe we could use for foundation. But if it doesn't work, I'm going to pull in my Real Technique sponge. So, as always, if you hear any noise, my fan is going because I'm old and I have hot flashes. And I believe my husband is going in and out of the house, loading things, the recyclables and all that to take to the dump. This is just a white, creamy primer. It's almost like a moisturizer. It's not sticky. I've used this many times. This is probably like my 4th or 5th bottle of it, and I like it. It definitely smooths everything. I'm a little bit more red than normal. I finally shaved my face, and no, I didn't record it. It was just when my hair was processing, and you know, what are you going to do for 30 minutes? So I decided to tweeze my eyebrows and shave my face. I have this Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Color Corrector. I believe it's peach. It looks like that. The packaging on it is extremely cute. The top of it screws off. And then it has a little puff. Looks like that. Oh. And then you open it like that. And it kind of looks peachy. I'm just going to use my ring finger. I don't know why I was holding up all my fingers. That's white. That doesn't even look peach. I haven't put anything extra under my eyes. I didn't do the jojoba oil. I didn't do any cream or anything. Just regular moisturizer. So we're going to blend this out with my Real Technique sponge. Please excuse my nails. Last night we were watching that Jennifer Gardner movie called Peppermint. And I had a little teeny tiny chip. So what did I do? I sat there and I just picked every one of them is gone. I don't even know why. Foundation is Creamy Ivory. It says it contains natural coconut. Comes in a box like this, and I don't have a trash can. Opens like that. Has another puff, and then this side opens up. And then there is finally the foundation. So I'm going in with this brush, it doesn't even say a name, it's just a Wet n Wild brush. Looks like that. Just going to poke it, stab it, poke it, I don't know. Thinking about that movie Peppermint. If you want to watch a movie with a kick-ass female lead, that's the one to watch. Okay, I don't smell a scent. I was concerned because the photo focus one, in the liquid, has a very strong, almost paint-like scent, and this one does not. This isn't a bad foundation brush. And correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe all of these brushes were $1 a piece, I think. The only concern I do have is it's a little glowy. And I know for a fact that that primer is not glowy at all. They do make an illuminating primer. That is not it. They also make a matte primer. Ironically enough, I don't like. Go figure. This is probably one of their first primers, and I love it. I'm gonna do the eyes first, and I'm using a new palette. Never used this before. It's the new My Glamour Squad palette. Looks like that. One of their 10-pan palettes. Has the 2 transition shades and has some mattes and some shimmers. One of my old favorites, the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer that looks like that. Just comes in a squeezy tube. It looks like that. It looks like that. I'm going to put this down on our eyelids. I'm going to just go into this top transition shade. They don't have names on the back of the palette. However, they do have numbers, as you can see, and we're just going into number 1, which is right there. Let me move my coffee so we don't get... I need another cup of coffee. So we don't get a fallout of eyeshadow in our coffee cup. I was excited about doing a full Wet n Wild face. A lot of this stuff I already had. However, some of it I had to go out and buy. The cushion foundation, I don't know why I've never tried that before. I guess because I've had oily skin. I guess because I have oily skin, I always thought that it was more of an illuminating foundation. I'm going to go into number 10, which is that brown shade. And I'm just putting it right on the very tip of the brush. Looks like that. I'm going to tilt my head back. And I'm going to stamp it in. And that's where I want my crease to look like it's going to be. That is some pigmentation on that. Put the head back and stamp. I have noticed when I'm editing my videos on this eye, I don't know if you can tell, this section right here is skipping. And I don't notice it until I get to editing my video. So if this looks a little harsh, I'm going to tone it down. But for right now, I'm building it up. I was looking on Amazon, and I came across, I did not order them yet. I'm going into that original top number 1 shade and blending this out. But I came across these hooded eye stickers. They're like tape. They're kind of shaped like your eye, and you're supposed to stick them in there, and it gives you a less of a hood. I'm thinking about getting them and trying them, because if they work, how great would that be? I could actually wear colors on my lids and you could see them. What a concept. I'm going to take this flat shader brush Looks like that. I'm going into number 2 right here. It's the pink one. That's what it looks like. It's kind of a pinky orange. Reminds me a little bit of the Emily Noel, the Once palette, the color Cupcake. Then I'm going in with the one we use, number 10, the brush. And no extra product. I'm just trying to deepen up that crease a little bit. Got some Wet n Wild eyeliners. I just got this one. Remember these? 99 cents. Well, I don't know how I ever used this back in the day, because there is nothing. I mean, I am digging on my skin, and it's just, I'm not putting this on my eye. I found for Wet n Wild, I found a green one from Wet n Wild. I found a really old blue one for Wet n Wild, and I found a graphic marker eyeliner. Looks like this. It's a liquid. It definitely has some color payout to it. So we're gonna add some color to this boring look. Going to my highlighter, and that's Blossom Glow. And I'm just putting a little bit on my finger and putting that in the inner third. Giving it just a tiny bit of sparkle. I don't even know why I keep trying with pink eyeshadows, because I never have any luck. If you all know a good pink eyeshadow, please, I'm begging you, let me know. I'm going to take the blue eyeliner. Looks like that. It's all beat up. It's old. I can't even tell you where it came from. Probably Walgreens. I'm gonna have to move my mirror a little bit closer, guys, because I can't see. Just putting this on the lower waterline and kind of smudging it underneath the lash line. This is a little teeny tiny eyeliner brush. I'm going in with this blue from the Stop Playing Safe palette. And I am putting that under the lash line. And I'm going to take this liquid eyeliner, and I know I'm going to be all out of frame here, so you're going to have to bear with me. Because of my hooded eyes, I try to keep the eyeliner as close to the lash line as possible, because I don't have a lot of lid space to get rid of, to work with. I am now going in with Wet n Wild concealer in Light Ivory, Photo Focus Concealer. Looks like that. And cleaning that up. When this concealer first came out, everybody compared it to Tarte Shape Tape. And I honestly don't know why. As I've stated before, I'm not a big fan of Tarte Shape Tape. It's very, very thick. If you haven't used it, it's thick. It's going in with my Real Techniques. But if you have 20-year-old under eyes, then it doesn't matter. This brush is not Wet n Wild. But if you've got bags and wrinkles, then you're not gonna like it. It's very, very thick. So that's what the eyes look like. And I have to say, I haven't worn a blue eyeliner in a while, and it is really making my eyes look very blue on camera. I don't know if it's picking up, but I'm liking it. Going in my Wet n Wild Photo Focus pressed powder in Natural Beige. You know, this is one of my favorites. This is a recent repurchase. Looks like that. And I'm gonna go in with my stippling brush and pat this all under the eye and set that concealer. Contour palette in caramel toffee. It has a banana powder here and a I guess a bronzer. It's very dark, but I'm just going in with that same Real Technique sponge and lightening up them under eyes. So while that is baking, going into, I don't know why I keep saying that. I am going to use the Wet n Wild, what's it called? Retractable Brow Pencil, and I'm in medium brown. This is a fave. It looks like that. Probably just speed up through my brows. You've all seen me do them many times, and you know I'm brow challenged. Outline them first and then take a powder or a pomade and fill them in. And I have the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Universal Stencil Kit. All the little tools that were in here and all that, they all fell out. But that's what that looks like. As you can tell, I have used it when I was a redhead. Not this. When I was a redhead, I used it a lot to mix my perfect shade. The little teeny tiny tools that came with the palette. And I'm going to go into this second shade down and fill in my brows. Ultimate Brow Mascara, and it is in Nothing But Bro Net. It's just a brow gel. So there's the brows. Now I'm going to take a big old fluffy brush and go into my Wet n Wild powder and set the rest of my face. Get rid of that banana powder. Wet n Wild bronzer in Queensland. Looks like that. I don't know if it's going to be too dark for me or not. I'm just taking another Wet n Wild powder brush. This one's a little bit more dense than the other one. That's really red. Dolce de Leche, and going into an angled brush into the contour. This is Well Loved. If you've watched my channel, you know I love this shade. Actually, I love both of them. I'm just squeezing the brush. Color Icon in Rose Champagne. Rosé Champagne. Brush just fell out. Whoever uses these anyway. Looks like that. I'm going on a brush that looks like this. Don't worry, we're going to tone everything down and blend everything in We won't look like a Oompa Loompa. I promise. Going into this shade right here. It's just Dulce de Leche. My Real Technique sponge. By the eyes. Down the nose. On the forehead. Contour. And a little right there. Maybe some right there. I'm just going to take my stippling brush. And blend over this out. Natural Finish Setting Spray. I like this. I wish it came in a bigger bottle. Perfect Pout Gel Eyeliner, and this is Bare to Comment. It's just a roll out gel eyeliner, or lip liner. Breeze. It's just a nude frosty color, I guess. I'm going to heat up my eyelash curler. For the bottom lashes, I have Mega Lynx. Comes in a purple tube, and it has a very, very skinny wand. And then for the top lashes, I'm going into Wet n Wild Renegade mascara that looks like this. This is a dupe, I believe, for the Real Benefits. They're Real. So I've used both of these. These are both repurchases. So I'm going to go off camera to finish the mascara, do something with his hair, and I'll come back and show you the finished look. All right, this is the finished look. And I have to say, I am loving it. I don't know if it's the blue or the brown and the blue or what, but I am loving the eyes. I love this lip too. This is Breeze. I love this. And I'm really liking this so far. It's not seeping into my pores or anything, so I'll be using this definitely in the future and giving you a more detailed review on it. But as a first impression, I love it. Now, things that I didn't care for too much. The concealer. I don't really see where my bags are covered. If you can tell, they're still there. So this is a pass for me. The peach concealer, a little bit orangier maybe, but when I put it on, it looked white and it didn't really do anything. So I don't like that. And this bronzer, I don't know if these come in different colors, but this is totally the wrong color for me. It is a very orangey brown bronzer, which that's a pass. And last are the eyeshadows. And I know I only used a few. In general, I love Wet n Wild eyeshadows. So I didn't really think these were going to be much difference. But I can't really give you my honest opinion on them because I've only used a couple of matte shades in both. I will say, I don't like the pink shade in this one. This is my Glamour Squad. This pink shade, it's supposed to be pink, is not. It's orange or rust or something, but it's not pink. That's it for the one brand full face Wet n Wild. I'm not sure what brand that I'm doing next, but keep watching. If there's a brand you want me to try out, put it down below. I'll go get all the products. Like, comment, share, subscribe, you know, all that jazz. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye. Orangier.